So I don't really have a primary care doctor right now. I've gone to two systems. I went to Optum and then I got a primary care nurse practitioner about 2 years ago who went on a medical leave. So I don't have a primary care doctor. I just see whoever's available in the office. I also went to Loveless because I thought maybe that I could get a doctor there. I got a doctor, I got a physical, I got labs, and 9 months later, they stopped working at Loveless. So then I had to do it all over again the following year. And that doctor also quit after a year, so I only got to see him once. I got another appointment for a new doctor and I went back, and then the nursing tech let me know that I would not be seeing this doctor as a primary care, but she would deal with whatever issue I was having on that day because she doesn't see anybody over 65 and I was already 65. So they wouldn't see me as a primary care doctor. So, as an end result, for the last 3 or 4 years, I do not have a primary care doctor, and I went to two different places, and I still don't have one. What I do is I go to the doctor and I see who's ever available on one of the offices. It's a group, so whoever's available there. I did get not a referral, but I went through the Journal Center one time, and they also have an adult clinic there. So that gentleman let me know that if I had a problem, I could call them and try to get in sooner to be seen. I have a history of asthma, um, allergies to everything, which is not just sneezing and stuff. I get an anaphylactic reaction, which is close my throat twice. So I do need to have a doctor that I can go to when I have these episodes. Although I have been a lot healthier the last 2 years, probably because I'm not working and my stress level is lower. So I haven't been getting bronchitis 4 times a year like I did before. So I'm actually doing better and seeing the doctor less, but I am on uh, levothyroxine. So, but those lab tests that they're supposed to be taking are not happening because it's just a nurse practitioner probably that's not familiar with it. What I need to see is an endocrinologist, which I couldn't get them to give me a referral. I have to have a referral to an endocrinologist, although my insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, does not require me to get a referral for a specialist. I'm allowed to see specialists per my insurance, but the healthcare system will not allow me to do that without a referral, and they haven't referred me. So I'm still in the air with the thyroid medicine, so I'm not sure if I'm taking the right dose or not because nobody's monitoring it. If I don't go through urgent care, it takes me 2 weeks to get in to see a doctor. I fell, I hurt myself, I couldn't see a doctor, so I had to go in to urgent care, and they send me to specialists for that, orthopedic specialist, because I hurt myself, hurt my shoulder and stuff like that. Took me about, I guess, about 8 months to recover from that. And now that I'm older, I seem to be a little more clumsier because, in another year I'll be 70. So those things happen when people start aging. So, but I am disappointed because before I could always get to the doctor, I could see the doctor, and if it was an urgency like a fall, I could get in a day or two. That doesn't happen anymore. It takes 2 weeks to see anybody unless you're willing to go through urgent care. There was an incident when I did try to go in to see because I fell, and I couldn't even get seen for 6 months, and I had numbness in my two of my fingers and numbness down my arm, and nobody wanted to see me because I can't get in to see a specialist for over 6 months, so I couldn't get tested or anything. And they actually finally I called another doctor. I'm bouncing back and forth between two systems. This system wouldn't see me for 6 months, and this system said go see this doctor, but I took 6 weeks to get in to see her, but it was better than 6 months. So the end result was a nerve was being pinched in my neck, and that was what was causing the numbness on my fingers. So that is my story. And I'm sure other people have the same problem.